EdTech startup. Skoolz is an EdTech startup recognized by the Government of India, helping schools, training institutes, and trainers meet verified parents, genuinely interested parents, and exploring them in searching, comparing multiple institutes, and scheduling appointments with them as well. Skoolz is encouraging learning and knowledge development with blogs and events. Many leaders from the education sector and other fields have participated in our webinars. Our panelists have had great opportunity to connect with extensive parent community through our guest speaker. Today, our very eminent guest speaker is Mr. Gagan Khosla. 60 is the age when many middle class Indians start thinking of taking it easy. But Gaganji, your average, and I think you're 66 now, 60-year-old have just completed a 29-day long 1,300 kilometers bicycle ride from Leh to Kanyakumari. Can we have a spirited applause for him? He is now young. I think we make 80 this thing, because average age has moved up to 90. Talking on the phone, the Delhi-based entrepreneur explained, I'll turn next month. This was a long time back, and that's a birthday gift. Tell us about your journey, about your accomplishments, sir. Let these little children learn. I'm sure they're all avid cyclists.
Just a moment. I think I am muted and videos off. Just a moment.
The video is off, yes, but you're not muted. We can hear you.
So shall I go ahead?
Yes, absolutely. But tell us about the landmarks that you have made in your life, and then we'll come to the other questions. Children will also be asking you questions. Sir.
So I'm Gagan Khosla. I live in New Delhi, and my age is 66 years. So on 22nd November, I left Delhi to cycle on the Golden India Quadrilateral, a distance of 6,000 kilometers. And I completed my ride on 28th of December. Total number of days 37, and total distance covered 6,000. And my route was Delhi to Kolkata, Kolkata to Chennai, Chennai, Bangalore, Bangalore, Mumbai, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Ahmedabad, Udaipur, Jaipur, Jaipur, Delhi. So this was my ride at the age of 66. In 2016, when I was 60 years, I had cycled from topmost part of India, that is Leh, Ladakh, to Kanyakumari, which is the bottommost part of India, a total distance of nearly 4,300 kilometers. This ride, this Golden India Quadrangle ride, was in partnership with a very large NGO who work in the space for children, which is called Save the Children. Save the Children is one of the largest international NGOs working in 120 countries across the world for the welfare of children. So I had partnered with them to create an awareness and raise funds for children who have lost an access to education in the rural part of India, especially for the underprivileged. This is, and especially during the COVID times, pandemic times, I realized that 40% of India's total population live in are actually in fact children. Out of this 40%, 70% of children live in the rural part of India. And out of this 70% of children living in the rural part of India, they lost access to education during the pandemic times. The reasons were either the schools closed down during the COVID times, they never reopened. Either the children lost one or both of their parents, they did not have money to go back to school, or being out of education system for 2 or 3 years, the young children did not have an inclination on their own to go back to school. So this is a large number of population of young children who have lost access to education. So I told Save the Children, I'm going to create awareness, and I'm going to get corporates, companies who have large CSR funding to come forward and work with Save the Children so that so you can go and work at the rural part of India where these companies have factories, industrial sites in those areas. So now Save the Children is in talk with at least about 7 to 8 large industrial houses of India to go into partnership for this purpose. So this was my ride in partnership with Save the Children to create awareness for those children, underprivileged children who have lost access to education because of pandemic.
Absolutely. Can you also explain the golden triangle, sir? Quadrangle.
Okay. The concept of creating Golden India Quadrangle was done by our late Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. He wanted to connect, four parts of India, four corners of India through national highway, and that was his project, and that was done. So what is connected is Delhi to Kolkata, Kolkata to Chennai, Chennai to Mumbai, Mumbai to again to New Delhi back. So these are the 4 points which have been connected through a network of national highways.
Absolutely, and full marks to Nitinji for doing this absolutely great work, all with the minister's great work and hard work that this has happened. Tell us about your journey of founding the Whole Foods, sir. Why did you do that? You're also into food, and these children would also like to know how a cyclist's journey happens, how it's important to stay fit. That's most important. And what kind of food we eat, and what is the health, the nutrients, and those.
In my entire journey of life, I have realized that the most important element for your health and fitness is what you eat. So food plays a very important role. Now, as far as I am concerned, I am completely gluten free. Gluten free means I don't take wheat, I don't take soya, I don't take corn, I don't take uh, suji or maida.
That means no roti.
No roti, no bread, no cake. So I have bread and cakes and such items made out of rice or out of millets. So my food is basically composed of rice, millets, vegetables, and some amount of
What
some vegetable.
about rice? I believe that is not so good. I mean, what kind of rice? You drain out the starch, or you have brown rice?
Normal rice. There are about hundreds varieties of rice and millets available in this country. So there is a red rice, there's a black rice, and from all parts of India. So you get all kinds of rice. So I try to eat as much a variety of rice, and I have not touched wheat for the last 8 years.
Yes,
And
that
people
is
say,
something I have not done also. No egg, no meat for all my life. Only 8 years. I've been a vegan all my life.
and
So
you will
that
also
helps.
realize,
That really helps.
yes, it really helps, and you will realize that the year of 2023 has been declared the year of millets by our honorable Prime Minister.
Yes, yes, yes.
So millets is such a fascinating food.
And it's not expensive, sir. अगर हम बात करें इन बच्चों की जो हमारा प्रोग्राम देख रहे हैं, they are in a residential school. तो इनको ये नहीं पता कि millets कहाँ मिलेगा. बेटा पूछिए ना, उमा जी पूछिए, so that you can include that in the diet for health. Millets has been declared by our honorable Prime Minister. Millets is the best. Millet is available at all Isha Foundation outlets. I don't know what is near you. I would like you to ask about children's diet. I give this question to Uma ji. What kind of diet are the children being given, and what should be included is one thing which Gagan ji and his wife are experts at. They're experts in India. Uma ji, can I have you here?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yes, please ask this question.
Yeah, luckily, as we are in Karnataka, we have ragi, one of the millets, as a staple food. But yes, the other millets like foxtail millet and the other things got to catch up. But basically, we are, ragi. We make a dish called ragi mudde. And then we do have rotis and rice, ma'am. This is the staple food over here. The other millets got to catch up, like bajra.
Yeah, sorry.
I think having known the importance of, we would take it up in our school diet. We'll have a proposal to include millets in our school menu, sir.
Yes. Okay, I got what you're saying. In fact, ragi is a very good food, and actually I'm surprised because in South India, for all these years, their staple diet used to be ragi and rice.
Yes.
And since last 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, now they are have included also more of wheat. So I really don't understand why South India would include or going on including wheat in their diet, because the profile of wheat has changed over the last 40 years, 50 years, and it is creating havoc in our gut, in our stomachs, and it is causing all kinds of problems in our immunity because we believe the immunity lies in our gut. So we have to keep our gut healthy and happy. And one of the best foods to keep our gut healthy and happy is through millets and rice. That is why the government of India has realized the importance of millets and declared the year 2023 as the year of millets, and the year has just started, but there are now many programs of the government of India who are now focusing on the use of millets in our country. And I must say, ragi is a beautiful food.
Absolutely, sir. And I now request our tech team to play a video of your cycling and then I ask you about the challenges. Sir, Gaganji, can we have the video, please, Prasad? Let the children watch it. They love watching videos.
Okay, are you asking me or are you asking someone
No,
from
no,
your
I'm
team?
asking my tech team. They're playing it, sir.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
they're just sharing. Team is very good. So, children, can you see him? Gaganji, can you tell us where this is all about and about this?
This cycling is all on Indian national highways.
Right.
I when I cycled 6,000 kilometers over 37 days, I was cycling 170, 180 a day. Now 170, 180 a day, day in, day out is not an easy task.
And when the
So,
vehicles are moving at such alarming speed next to you, it's so dangerous.
it is dangerous, but in any adventure, there is always a risk. So that risk, and you willingly are prepared to take the risk.
Prasad, the other video also. Because of my so busy schedule, I'm not able to take the videos earlier, sir. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry.
You understand how kind of traumatic this is for me in the whole day. Children, you must watch. All of you cycle. I know that. All of you cycle. Yes.
Yes.
Hey, they love cycling. See?
Can we have a question?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
please.
absolutely.
Tanvi,
We want this to be as interactive. Srinivas ji, the CEO of Skoolz, wants this to be as interactive as possible.
If you ask me questions, I will reply, and you will just, broaden your horizon.
What kind of cycles do you have? What kind of cycles do you want to use? Let's ask questions that nobody asks. Let's not ask prepared questions like क्या चुनौतियां होती हैं? आप कौन सी ब्रांड साइकिल की यूज करते हैं जिसपे आप सेफ फील करते हैं बच्चों? ये बताओ पहले. What's your name, beta?
My name is Ganvi.
Ranvi.
Tanvi.
Ranvi. Okay.
Sir, I wanted to ask you a question, sir. So, what motivates you to do this? Because we, being today's children, we just can't stick on one thing for more time, sir.
That's one.
Okay, so let me reply this question. First of all, it is a spirit of adventure. Now, when you do any adventure, you leave the comfort of your house, and it is like a spiritual journey. So you combine a physical activity and becomes into a spiritual journey. Because if I am cycling 170, 180 a day, I am on the road or on my cycle for about 8 to 9 hours on an everyday basis. So those 8, 9 hours, you're only with yourself. And there are so many thoughts coming into your mind. And after a point, after a few days, you go into a spiritual mindset. So you're not with your family, you're only with yourself, and you're on your bike, you're doing a physical activity, and I ride on the road nearly at the speed of about 30 to 32 or 35 kilometers per hour. So it's a very different feeling to go through day in, day out, cycling 170, 180 a day. So it's a adventure, physical activity, spiritual journey. You're with yourself. So it's just a beautiful journey. And you're also able to, because at the age of 66, people will say, do you have the physical capacity to undertake a thing like this? So I tell people, your physical, or for any person, the physical capacity is not defined by your physical strength. It is defined by the strength of your mental resolve. So it is not only about your physical fitness, it is also about the strength of your mental resolve. If you don't have the strength of your mental resolve, there is no way you can do an activity like this. So it is a combination of your physical fitness and plus your strength of your mental resolve. And why you do it, people tell me, why are you doing it? What is the purpose? So I tell them, you have to expand your mind. It is only when you expand your mind, you will see there are so many things which are beyond this. And people tell me, if you want to do something for underprivileged, and for children across the country, you can make a contribution of, a few lakhs here and there. I said, no, I want to put myself under a physical pain and physical exertion for the children and do a much larger cause, get big companies across India, to work for the awareness of access to education for underprivileged children. So it is a combination of so many things.
Sir, isn't
And
it?
I love it, and I just love it, because if you don't love this, you can't do it. So you have to be happy in your mind. You have to be happy in your mind. And one more
एक
thing.
बात मैं कहना चाहूंगी कि मैंने जिंदगी में हमेशा रिस्क ली है, हमेशा स्ट्रगल करी है. कोई भी किसी जगह नहीं पहुंचता बिना स्ट्रगल के, बिना मेहनत के. What I'm trying to say is learn to have your goals straight. My goal since I was 5 years was that I will be in parliament, and I'm telling you, nothing on earth can stop me. Nothing on earth can stop me. I worked very hard for that.
And one more thing,
Including this program which you watch every Sunday, right?
Nidhi, one more thing which I want to tell the kids who are here, in life must have commitment.
Yeah.
Commitment to
Perseverance.
anything what you do. Anything what you do.
Perseverance.
If
You
you
will
have
fail
a
many times, doesn't matter. Just keep going at it. The universe is all about giving, children. मेरे को एक 19 साल के लड़के का फोन आया था 3 दिन पहले. उसको पता नहीं मेरा नंबर कहाँ से मिला. उसको एक डिवाइडर पे क्रैश हो गया था और उसको एम्स एडमिट नहीं कर रहा था. जब आप स्टेप इन करते हो और फोन करते हो और किसी को मदद करते हो डॉक्टर तक पहुंचाने की, या रोड क्रॉस कराने की, या किसी अंधे को हेल्प करने की, या किसी भिखारी को भी भीख देते हो ना, उसके पैर छू के देना. हमेशा ये बात याद रखना बच्चों, हमेशा. मैंने जिंदगी भर किया है. द यूनिवर्स टीचर्स अस. ये सूरज, ये चंदा, ये धरती कुछ भी नहीं लेते हमसे. दे गिव अस. इट्स ऑल अबाउट गिविंग. इट इज इन गिविंग दैट यू रिसीव. इट इज इन गिविंग दैट यू रिसीव. लर्न टू गिव. ये है मैनिफेस्टेशन का एब्सोल्यूट तरीका. यस गगन जी, जब तक दोगे नहीं कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. और निस्वार्थ दो. वी आर ऑल ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. वी हैव आवर एग्जिट्स एंड एंट्रेंसेस. हम कौन है? हम आते हैं. वी आर नॉट इवन अ स्पेक इन द यूनिवर्स. नॉट इवन अ स्पेक. इतनी सी डॉट भी नहीं है हमारे पास. मगर उस डॉट को एक आपको एक ह्यूमन लाइफ दी है. आप स्ट्रे डॉग्स को देखते हैं, लोग पत्थर मारते हैं. स्टॉप देम फ्रॉम डूइंग इट. इतना आपका स्कूल आपका अच्छा है, इतनी आपकी उमादी इतनी अच्छी है, आपको सब कुछ सिखाया जाता है, आपके प्रिंसिपल चक्रवर्ती जी इतने अच्छे हैं. तो व्हाट यू शुड डू इज always learn to stand up for the right. Never compromise your values. Never. Even if you feel your teacher is not teaching you properly, go to her again. Say, I do not understand this maths question. Don't go to the tutor. Never. That never helps. Always try and ask who is your guru. To go to her 50 times, she may get irritable, she may be very upset, but her work is to teach you, to guide you. Respect your teachers. Respect your parents. Respect your elders. Respect the old, the disabled. Then life will be very easy. Only then you can prosper. Nowhere else. Gagan ji, I want to ask you now, what is the biggest challenge in riding, that you've ever faced?
The biggest challenge in riding on the Indian national highways is your safety. It is risky, but as I said earlier, in any adventure there is an element of risk, and that risk you have to take. Whether you are on the road riding or in your life, unless you take a risk, you can't move forward.
आपने एक राइड ली थी दिल्ली टू आगरा, उसमें कुछ challenges आए थे.
नहीं, Delhi to Agra is only 180 kilometers. That was only one day. That is only one day, but I was riding 180, 180 every day for nearly about for 37 days.
So for all the cycling enthusiasts sitting here, आप अपने बचपन के कुछ किस्से हमें सुनाएं कि कहाँ आपने ये मेकअप किया कि आपको साइकिलिंग ही करनी है.
नहीं, एक और ये है कि I have been active in sports since the age of 10-11 years. So if I'm 66 now, so for last 55 years I have been into active sports, running. It is only at the age of 50 years when I took up active cycling. So I did many cycling rides, endurance rides, high altitude rides, wo sab kari. Then I did a big one, as I said, in 2016, top of India to bottom of India. And now in 22, I did this 6,000, but I've been physically active. But the most important thing is, again, the food what you eat. If you're not eating the right amount of food, you will not be fit and healthy. Though the starting point is you should eat right, you should eat correct.
Absolutely. And what should be their diet plan, sir, as far as fruits and vegetables go?
Fruits, vegetables, rice and millet-based diets. And if anybody is non-vegetarian, once or twice a week, some element, of non-vegetarian. Otherwise, if you eat just simple food, your health will be okay, and you will have a healthy and happy gut. So you need to keep a focus on your gut. Gut is your stomach. If your stomach is good, your overall health will be good. Don't abuse your
Absolutely.
body. Don't abuse your body by eating all wrong. You can eat samosas and jalebis once in a while, but it will not become everyday, part of your life.
Absolutely. What kind of fitness schedule do you follow to, be what you are?
For fitness ke liye, you don't have to do very heavy duty fitness unless you're a very active sports person and you are taking part in some kind of competition. But on an everyday basis, you must do some amount of fitness. You can either run, or you can play a sport. You can, or go to a gym. Just basic form of fitness. It must be a part of your everyday life.
So,
The way you eat, the same way you must spend 30 minutes to 40 minutes in any sport, in any physical activity. So if you are active physically, play a sport for 30 to 45 minutes a day, your health will be okay. If your health is okay, you will be a happy person. If your health is not okay, you will not be a healthy person. अगर आपने खुश रहना है, happy रहना है, keep your health happy.
Gagan ji, आपने Limca Book of Records. You lost your video.
I'm sorry.
I can't see your video. पता नहीं मेरा network में problem है शायद.
हाँ, बिल्कुल, yes. I had actually put my video on, but now it is off. I think, which is why you can only hear the audio.
Please put it on, please.
I can't. From my system, I can't put the video on. There is something at your end.
Right. Prasad, can you see this? So you got the Limca Book of Records for being the oldest.
Oldest Indian to have cycled from Leh to Kanyakumari in 29 days.
And you also been an avid runner and fitness enthusiast. ये कौन से Epic channel ने cover किया था, sir?
Epic channel made a documentary on my rides when I rode from Leh to Kanyakumari, and that is called Hai Janoon.
Can you put this on the chat, sir, so that the children watch it later? They're having the exams, so we're about to end the program.
I can send to you, and then you can share with the children. Right now, I don't have it here.
Right. So I'll request all the children to watch this. And
it's a very interesting documentary. It covers cycling, it covers fitness, it covers food, it covers the adventure on the road. So it's a very interesting thing. It covers high altitude info riding between.
And high altitude you just mentioned, तो वहाँ तो कुछ और precautions लेने पड़ते हैं ना, like oxygen and
oxygen. So you need to get acclimatized. When I rode from Leh to Manali, also you have to cross 5 high passes, and the highest pass is at about 18,000 feet. So to ride up the 18,000 feet, it is quite a task. But as I said, you need to be physically fit and you need to be mentally strong. If you don't have the mental,
आप एक qualified chartered accountant हैं, तो आप अपनी education के बारे में बताइए. I think you're from St. Xavier's. आगे आपने सिंधिया गए.
So basically, I did my schooling from a boarding school in Gwalior called Scindia School. Then I did my college from St. Xavier's College, Calcutta. Then I did my professional education as a CA, chartered accountant. Then I went into business. Then I was an entrepreneur all my life.
And what next for you?
I'm 66 and I want to spend time with myself, enjoy myself, and be adventurous. I still invest. I still invest my monies in startups here and there, thoda bahut. And I love adventure. So I'm enjoying what I'm doing now at this age. Because एक बात और है बच्चों के लिए, or for everybody actually, it is only at the age of 55, 60 when anybody will have the time and money, to enjoy. But if you don't have health at the age of 55 or 60,
बिल्कुल सही.
You will not
यहाँ
be.
मैं खुल के सर आपसे विनती करूंगी सबके सामने कि ये जो स्टार्टअप है बेंगलुरु का स्कूल्स, इन्होंने बहुत काम किया है और बच्चों को बहुत अच्छी जानकारी यहाँ 1.5 साल से ऊपर से दी जा रही है एवरी संडे. यहाँ पे आप जरूर कुछ ना कुछ इन्वेस्ट करें. आई विल शेयर द CEO's number with your number with him and he can tell you more about this, because
Okay,
this is where India needs to rise up, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for your time, children, and best of luck for your exam tomorrow. On behalf of the CEO, Srinivas ji, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today. I'd like to thank our esteemed guest, Gagan Khosla ji, his wife, who's the biggest name in nutrition in India. Ishi Khosla will be joining us next Sunday. We'll see you then. Do mention your likes on the review. On that note, namaskar. Many thanks for watching. Thank you, Prasad. Thank you, Skoolz. Namaskar.
Thank you, Nidhi, and thank you to all the kids who are there. Thank you very much. Namaste.